It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Jets. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This one fielded at the 5, and he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Watson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Ross on the return. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Herbert off of play action. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They run with Sanders off the option.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Third and 2, Watson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 38, Watson. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, 31! Hey, 31!
Watson just beating the play clock.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Down, he's coming.
Now it's Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
Give left side for Pierce.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
From the 38, Watson. His throw incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Watson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Play action. It's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And this one is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to the air. Herbert on second down. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll try the air now with Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now here's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. Here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Herbert off of play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that gets them back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 75 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Going for it with Pierce. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Will Lutz on for the field goal.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Here's Herbert. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Herbert to throw. And Allen's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Herbert going to throw. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead here now in the fourth quarter of this championship game. Point after, right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. To throw, Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Watson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. AFC Championship game. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And with this win and an AFC Championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in